I'm trying to think of how old I was then. I reckon around 9, 10 years old. And I think as a kid there, you're unaware. You're just playing for the love of the game, playing luckily for my hometown club, just living it as a Portsmouth lad, playing for the football team, and yeah, unaware of the potential of what's to come in adult life, I suppose. The club had just got relegated to the Championship from the Premier League after being so successful. I would have been a second-year pro then, so 19 years old, and you're looking at it as an opportunity to establish yourself, I suppose, in and around the first team and become not so much of a first team player, but around a squad player and kind of in contention. And as it was to be, I was more than likely I was just there to make up the numbers, which is the case for a lot of the young lads, but incredible experience to kind of live and breathe it with some real experienced players that have been there and done it, played in the Premier League, played in the Championship, have had fantastic careers. So for me, it was just a fantastic learning curve, just to learn from them, to get those snippets, those good habits that you need to become a professional footballer. And that pre-season tour, as long as it was quite eventful in terms of plane delays and logistics, for me it was unbelievable and one that I look back fondly of. You showed me the earlier picture of young Marlon Pack at the age of 9 and playing for Portsmouth, and to get to 600 games plus now, obviously, and that game for being captain of my hometown club was something that you can't comprehend and put into words. And I think upon reflection, it will be a post-retirement thing when you can look back and listen. There's so many unbelievable footballers that have had fantastic football careers that have, not played the amount of games that I have. So from a young lad from Portsmouth, living in a council estate, to then go and forge a career in the game and play as many games as I can, yeah, that's something that will take me a while to really comprehend. I think first and foremost, just to come back and play for the football club again after being away for so many years and obviously coming through the youth team and then going away and forging a career and making a name for myself. And then to come back and play my first game back at Fratton Park, but then to be made club captain the year later, it's probably something that, if I'm going to be completely honest, is something that I wanted when I first signed, but never was something that would affect me. Continued trying to do the right things and still being a captain without having that official armband. But to have that responsibility named, I think it just added to the story a little bit, I suppose, and it kind of helps that storyline, especially this season. It just added a whole lot more responsibility and a role that I needed to play at this football club.
How conscious, I guess, have you been about what it comes with being a captain of this football club as well?
Going back to reflection, so when I was named captain, I won the league 9 years ago, League One with Bristol City, and we had a great group there. And the captain, Aaron Wilbraham at the time, I've just gone back to his behaviours and how he nurtured the group, and he was pivotal in that. So I took a lot from him. I was 22 then, 23. And kind of tried to emulate that and shadow that a little bit in this role. Obviously loads of emotions come up that night. That was the reason I came back, and it was still a dream that unfulfilled, that when I came back to this football club, everyone comes to Portsmouth Football Club for one reason, because of the size of the football club, the tradition, the history, but also with the ambition of moving forward with this football club. And the club were in a different space last year. We were building those building blocks that need to be put in place, and then as much as everyone don't want to hear it, sometimes that is a process that needs to be taken, and it's not just instant success, but everything seems to come into place this year. And yeah, that picture just sums up the reason I came back. But to actually go and deliver it, like I said, being made captain, coming back to my hometown club, when you were talking about making appearances and stuff like that, this was something that it's starting to sink in a little bit, but not quite fully. I mean, maybe when we're sitting on the beach somewhere in the summer, I can look back at all the pictures and all the memories, then I can really digest and what it actually means. But I think the fans know what it means. I've been a football fan. I'm the fortunate one that's been able to be there week in, week out on the football pitch, and I'm only giving and doing what the rest of those Portsmouth fans would be doing if they were playing for this football club.